No one was prepared for the confession that blew apart every rumor, every assumption, and every carefully maintained image. When Barış Baktaş allegedly said, "I never wanted to be a father," the entertainment world froze. Fans gasped, insiders panicked, and the story ignited a firestorm of emotion, speculation, and heartbreak that refuses to die down. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, because what you're about to hear is not just another tabloid headline. This is a deep, tangled, emotionally charged story of jealousy, betrayal, fear, and the kind of family pressure that can break even the strongest person from the inside out. According to several insiders, the shocking statement didn't come during a fight or in an interview. It came in a private moment, a moment Barış never expected to be repeated, let alone leaked. Those close to the actor say he whispered the confession to a trusted friend on a night when exhaustion overcame his ability to pretend. At the time, he was overwhelmed by the pressures of work, marriage, and the swirling chaos surrounding his already fragile relationship with his wife and with Yagmur Yüksel, whose presence had become impossible to ignore. The insider, who later revealed the confession, said Barış looked broken, suffocated, and trapped in expectations he never asked for. Those words, "I never wanted to be a father," weren't spoken in anger but in despair, as if he was finally admitting a truth he had been burying for years. And now that the secret is out, everything around him is collapsing. What makes the situation even more explosive is the complicated web of relationships around him. His wife, Gülüm, who had been excitedly preparing for motherhood, is said to be devastated. Friends claim she believed the baby would save their failing marriage, or at least give them a new beginning. But to learn that the man she trusted never even wanted this step, it shattered her completely. Meanwhile, rumors are spreading like wildfire that this confession is connected to his emotional entanglement with Yagmur. Industry insiders claim that the stress of being torn between two worlds, his marriage on one side and his undeniable connection to Yagmur on the other, pushed him into emotional burnout. Some say he felt cornered, suffocating in a life that no longer felt like his own. For months, fans had noticed the tension. Paparazzi photos of Barış alone late at night, wandering the streets with a vacant expression. His absence from important events. His increasingly distant behavior toward his wife. At the same time, his moments with Yagmur seemed tender, complicated, and full of unresolved feelings. The world watched as their names became intertwined in gossip columns, sparking countless debates about loyalty, desire, and moral boundaries. When the news of his statement broke, social media exploded. Fans were furious, saddened, divided. Some defended him, saying parenthood is overwhelming and men deserve space to express fear. Others accused him of being irresponsible, heartless, and selfish. He should have thought about that before, one comment read. "A child deserves parents who want them," wrote another. Entire fan communities began arguing, each defending their version of the truth. Adding fuel to the fire, a new wave of rumors suggests that Barış's family was one of the main forces pushing him toward fatherhood. According to sources, his relatives had always wanted a grandchild and pressured him constantly. They believed a child would stabilize him. But instead, the pressure only made him feel more trapped. Barış reportedly confided to a close friend months ago, "They don't see me as a person anymore, just as a future father." This internal conflict became unbearable when he realized he had no one to talk to. He couldn't confess his fears to his wife. He didn't want to burden Yagmur, whose life was already complicated by their alleged emotional connection. He kept everything bottled up, until the night his confession slipped out. Those who know him say this is the darkest period of Barış's life. He is reportedly overwhelmed with guilt, terrified that the world will judge him, and scared that his relationship with the child, and with everyone around him, is doomed before it even began. "He's not a bad person," one insider insisted. "He's a man who's drowning." Meanwhile, Gülüm is refusing to make any public statements. Some believe she wants to protect the family image. Others think she is gathering strength before confronting him. Sources claim she feels betrayed not by infidelity, but by his silence, by the fact that he kept his deepest truth hidden until it was too late. The situation is equally complicated for Yagmur. Gossip sites claim she feels responsible, even though she had nothing to do with his confession. She never wanted to break his marriage, a friend said. But she also didn't expect to be caught in the middle of this emotional hurricane. Some fans speculate that Barış might have imagined a different future with her, one without the pressures of family expectations, but that now everything is too messy to untangle. Industry experts say the scandal might affect his career. Fans love vulnerability, said a PR consultant, but they hate dishonesty. If he doesn't address the issue publicly soon, the silence may be interpreted as guilt. Others suggest that speaking out may only worsen the situation, especially for the child involved. But the emotional impact is what dominates this story. Friends claim Barış breaks down in private, blaming himself for everything. He regrets the timing of the confession. He regrets the pain he caused. But above all, he regrets not being honest sooner, before the situation spiraled beyond his control. In the coming days, the media is expected to dig deeper. Every move he makes will be scrutinized. Every interaction with his wife, every rumor involving Yagmur, every public appearance will fuel new theories. With his confession now public, the world is waiting to see whether he will step up and embrace fatherhood despite his fear, or whether this emotional storm will completely destroy the fragile pieces of his personal life. One thing is certain, nothing will ever be the same again. The man the public thought they knew has revealed a vulnerability that many weren't ready to see. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, because as this story grows darker, more emotional, and more unpredictable, each new revelation will shake the world of celebrity gossip even more.